What's up, everybody? Baron Von Stroud coming at you with the BVS action figure review. Today we're looking at the Ghostbusters Plasma Series, the Peter Venkman, new line from Hasbro of one of their recently more acquired licenses. So let's jump in and definitely take a look at the figure. First thing I want to look at is, of course, the packaging, something that's all brand new with the new line. Pretty standard packaging, got kind of the cardboard-ish type material for the main packing. Plastic windows so you can definitely see the contents. Pretty much everything is on display, the accessories, the figure itself, all that. I love the art that they've put on this. It's like a minimalist style artwork on the side. Would definitely be something cool to hang like a poster or something like that up. Would be cool if that comes out down the road. Like I said, pretty standard packaging as far as like what Hasbro puts out in terms of material, size, and stuff like that. Of course, the back does feature all the figures that are in the line, and of course, the Build-A-Figure that comes with it. We'll get to that in another review, so stay tuned and definitely watch that. Now, the insert here has like kind of a blueprint style of the tools that the Ghostbuster use, so that's something pretty cool and different. In terms of articulation, pretty kind of standard for what Hasbro has been doing lately. It's very similar to like G.I. Joe Classified and the Power Rangers Lightning Collection in terms of articulation. Does have double jointed arms as well as the double jointed knees, or elbows, I'm sorry, double jointed elbows and double jointed knees. Does have the thigh swivel, and they're pretty good range of motion at everything. The costume doesn't really inhibit motion too much. Doesn't have an ab crunch per se. In the center, it's more like a pelvic like ball joint type there, so you get a pretty good range of motion out of it, but nothing in terms of the actual like ab crunch. All of the figures in this wave seemingly do share the same sculpt. Now, this took me a minute to figure out where to actually connect the backpack, and then that's just on the side there. The tab lifts out, and you'll be able to... It's got a little peg, so you can pull it right off the bag, so it will stay on there secure. It took me a minute to find where that little latch was to get that off. So articulation's pretty standard on here. Now, with the backpack and stuff, they do tend to be a little bit top heavy and not balance as well, so something you definitely want to keep an eye on when you're posing it. You may have to pose accordingly to get him to stand up the way that you would prefer that figure to. Now, looking at the figure in terms of head sculpt, pretty much looks like Bill Murray. It's a pretty good representation. The colors are slightly different than the original Ghostbusters movie, but all in all, pretty decent in terms of paint and stuff like that. For some reason, though, this, I don't know why, but it just kind of looks like Ted Cruz to me. I don't know what it is, but it's just got a Ted Cruz-like quality. I don't know. But it's got the Ghostbuster symbol, of course, painted on there. Pretty good detail on that. Now, all of the figures do have one thing that's unique to each one. It's, of course, the name tag for each of the Ghostbusters. As you can see, Venkman's here. Every other one, like I said, the sculpts are basically the same, just a little difference in the actual name that's printed on there. In terms of accessories, it does have the proton pack, of course. Can't bust Ghost without your proton pack, so that's pretty standard, of course, there. Now, Venkman does come with the Ghost Trap. One thing I don't like is that they didn't include one that's open or with the foot pedal, so it's just the trap. Now, one thing I noticed when I flipped over that accessory is that there are some little grooves on the other side, which I believe will be used in the future. Now, I may be wrong, it's just a theory, but part of like that, the thing they had in the basement where they actually stored the Ghost. I believe there eventually down the road will be something that can connect to. This is how it scales as far as other Hasbro figures, definitely on the shorter side. I don't know how exactly accurate that is, but it seems to be really short in my opinion compared to Legends and the Lightning Collection. All in all, solid wave. Interesting to see where it goes from here. There'll probably definitely be repaints and other versions of the figures, but it'll be interesting to see where Hasbro goes from here. I definitely appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos coming up very soon.